talking there about my biggest letting go moment. And I think it sounds really pathetic now, but at the time it was a really big deal. So when I was born, I had a lot of hair, apparently. I can't remember, but apparently. So my mom decided that I had so much hair that when I was like 1 month old, they could already do a ponytail, so they shouldn't cut my hair. So they didn't cut my hair. And then I grew up and I was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, still no cutting hair. So my hair went from here to 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 down to here. So I had hair down to my knees. And when I remember going to visit my family in Mexico, and my aunties were like, "Do you want to cut it?" And I'm like, "No, it's part of me. It's like cutting off my arm." And then I was 16 and my aunties were like, "It's time to cut it now." And I'm like, "No." And I like stopped having a name because wherever I went, people were like, "Oh, the girl with the long hair." And my dad would go to the supermarket and they'd be like, "Oh, he's the dad of the girl with the long hair." And that just became my name. Especially when you go to school in Italy and you're called Little John, they just cannot understand and pronounce that. So it was just like, long hair girl. That was my name. So I had this long hair, and then I was in high school and everyone was like, "Come on, Fiona," like all my friends were cutting it short and dyeing it pink and green or whatever, and I had this long braid all the way down to my knees. And I would go swimming, and I can still clearly remember the feeling when you'd get out of the swimming pool and it was this moment of 1, 2, 3, ooh, and the hair would like pull like it's yanking your head up because there was one heck of a lot of water clogged in that hair. And then one day, I think we were on holiday in Mexico, and I was 19 years old. And I woke up and my aunt came in and said, "Right, that's it, we're cutting it off." I was like, "Okay, let's go." So I went into a hairdresser salon, and the hairdresser was like, "Oh my God, I have never seen anything like this." And he called his friends, he's like, no, I can't cut this hair, you've got to come back tomorrow. I was like, but I'm ready to cut it. I was like, no. So I come back the next day, and he has all his hairdresser friends there, a film guy there, and he's like, "I've never put my hands on hair this long and been able to cut it off." He's like, "What do you want to do?" And I was like, "I don't know, do whatever you want." And the guy was just like, "Oh my God, the dream come true." So first they stood there for about an hour deciding, what should we do? Should we cut it by bit? Should we do a long braid and then chop the whole braid off? What do we do? And they decided the most dramatic effect was just to do a long braid and then just go snip. So that's what happened. And then suddenly my braid was on the floor. And I couldn't look in the mirror. I just kept looking at the floor thinking, "Oh my God, it's gone. It's gone, it's gone." And I just suddenly felt like someone had like ripped a part of me out, because that was me, that was who I was, that was my name, that was just a part of me. And so I sat there, and then I was like, not looking in the mirror, so I turned around and had my hair cut the entire time looking away from the mirror until they finished. And I just felt my head getting lighter and lighter and lighter, and I was like, "Oh, this feels really strange, I feel like I'm floating." And then I looked up in the mirror and I was like, "I don't recognize myself, this is really strange." And I got home, and my dad walked up and turned around. I hadn't told anyone, my parents or my siblings, that I was doing this. I'd just gone with my aunt. So my dad walks up and he's like, "Hi, Fiona." And he stopped and he froze. And he just looked at me and turned around and walked away. I was like, "Oh God, what have I done?" And then my cousins came in and they were like, "Oh my God, what happened?" And my dad was in silent kind of shock. He'd come up to me and try and speak and just be like, and my dad's not one to be silent, he talks a lot. And then after a while people got used to it. And I had been handed my braid. So I had this very eerie looking braid. And I have to confess, this is a story that doesn't have an end either, because I never let go of my braid. And so many years later, every so often my dad says, "Can we throw it away now?" And I'm like, "Nope." And it's in a little bag in my mum and dad's house in a closet. And I'm just like, one day I might go bald and I want to make a wig out of that braid. So I'm not letting go of that braid. It's probably worth quite a bit because it's like this long and it's super, super healthy, because my grandma used to put like egg in it and mayonnaise and all this kind of stuff to keep it going and healthy. So yeah, so this story doesn't have an end either, and I haven't let go. But I have moved forward. I don't have long hair down to my knees anymore. But it's there as a backup plan. On that note, let me pass the mic over to Michelle.